Summer for me is the season of the maxi dress and skirt. I absolutely love wearing a maxi. I feel effortlessly put together. It's a whole outfit in one garment. Throw on a pair of shoes, a denim jacket and some jewelry and you are good to go. Head out that door and have an amazing summer. So here are my top 5 maxi dress and maxi skirt picks for the summer. All right, let's kick things off with the dress that I'm actually wearing today and is the only jersey maxi dress in my top 5 picks, and it is the So Over It Lucy t-shirt and dress. It's absolutely gorgeous, it feels effortless, it feels put together, and the addition of it being in a jersey fabric means it's just that little bit more comfortable, you've got a bit more movement. Absolutely gorgeous. Normally on jersey tops, jersey t-shirts, the neckline's finished with a neckband, but this is all tucked into the inside with a binding. It has a casing and a drawstring around the middle, and the maxi has a very sexy little side split up one seam so that you've got a bit of extra ease of movement whilst you're walking. This absolutely beautiful fabric was gifted to me by Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door. She has an incredible range of jerseys. I kind of struggled to find jersey prints that I like, but Tamlin actually recommended to go and have a look at Beyond the Pink Door, and she has an incredible range of jerseys. So if you're looking for a jersey fabric, cotton jersey, viscose jersey, she's got a great selection over there. So go and check it out. And actually the Lucy dress and t-shirt is our pick of the month in the Pattern Club on Ready Set Go. So if you want to find out a bit more about that, I will link that down below. The Lucy dress and t-shirt comes in a size 6 to 30. It's PDF only. And yeah, you can mix and match your t-shirt. I think if you're looking for a really staple t-shirt that's going to go with all sorts of garments that are already in your wardrobe, make the t-shirt in like a plain white or black or any solid colour and you've got a go-to t-shirt. I think we can all be guilty of making amazing skirts, trousers, anything in all these amazing prints, but then we really need some solid, basic, really classic t-shirts to go with it, and this is definitely one worth checking out. The dress version, like I said, I feel so put together. I feel very elegant, I feel very classy. I might like to extend the sleeves, or actually I could make it long sleeve length and knee length for the autumn and winter, and you've got a really cozy jersey dress as well. So versatile. My next pattern is probably the oldest maxi dress in my wardrobe, but I still wear it all the time. I probably made it 3 or 4 years ago, and it is the Pauline Alice Ibby dress. Talk about bang for your buck with this pattern. There are 6 different main versions, but you can mix and match the bodice, the sleeves, the skirt. Such an incredible pattern in terms of bang for your buck. The sizing is a little bit less generous than some of the other patterns. It goes from a size 34 to a 52. A 34 is a 31-inch bust and a 34-inch hip, and a 52 is a 47.25-inch bust and a 49.5-inch hip, which is smaller than my measurements, but because it's gathered under the bust and then you've got a lot of skirt going on here, there's a lot of ease, so it's okay. I think I wouldn't want to make it any smaller than this because I think you'd lose the swishability, and the swishability is very important with this dress. I did the bodice and skirt from view A here, and then I added the bishop sleeves in view F. Now it's quite fabric hungry. View C, which is this one here, takes 5 meters of fabric, so it's quite fabric hungry. And if you're doing probably any of the hems, actually hemming on a podcast or a TV show or a good audio book, I think there's probably about 5 meters of hem at the bottom of this skirt. So yes, that took a while, but it was so worth it. I absolutely love it. I feel very swishy, very floaty, and I have worn this dress to so many different occasions. I made it originally for the new craft house. I think they did a spring fling themed party around Easter time a few years ago. So I've worn it there. I've worn it to garden parties. I've even worn it to funerals when it's been a come wearing bright colours to a funeral kind of a situation. So yeah, it just feels put together. I did worry as I was making it. So the seam under my bust is, if I was going to make this again, I would need to lengthen it by maybe an inch because it just sits, just if I raise myself up a little bit, the base of my bust is just here and the seam line is just a little bit too high, but it's okay. I think I can get away with it. So it's very empire line, and yeah, the switchability of this one is incredible. I made this in a viscose, really gorgeous viscose that we had in the So Hayley Jane boxes way back when, but in the description here it says you can use cotton poplin, linen, corduroy. I don't know if I would use a corduroy for this dress because there's a lot of gathering, so I'm not sure if I would choose a corduroy. Chambray, twill, Swiss dot. It actually doesn't suggest viscose, which is really quite strange because I think all the gathering lends itself to a viscose. So there you go. That's just kind of an example of, you don't always have to take the fabric suggestions given with a pattern to absolute heart. You can experiment a little bit as well. All right, I'm going to break things up for number 3 with a maxi skirt. This is the True Bias Mave skirt and is my absolute go-to maxi skirt pattern. It comes in 2 size ranges. You can either get it in a size 0 to 18 or a 14 to 30, I think, might be 32. And there are loads of different options. So I tend to favour the triple tier. So there's a lot of gathering. I seem to really like doing a lot of gathering when I'm making my dresses and skirts, and it comes with a nice wide elasticated waist. You can make loads of different versions, so you can make it sort of knee length, midi length, maxi length. You can do 1 tier, 2 tiers, 3 tiers. You can just go for a really simple, really sleek elastic at the waist and then all the way down. You can maybe even add a little side slit to one side as well so that you've got lots of movement. This is such a great chuck it on pattern. This is a fabric that we had in the So Hayley Jane boxes a good 4 or 5 years ago, I think, and I've paired it with the Sew Over It Lucy t-shirt. Like I said, I needed some really good staple basic t-shirts to pair with all my lovely maxi skirts and trousers. So I've gone for a white here. I've also got some black fabric to make one. Anyway, chuck on a denim jacket and you are absolutely good to go. To be honest, I am a big fan of a denim jacket with all of my maxi outfits, maxi skirts, maxi dresses. See, look at that. Just put together. Throw on some shoes, some statement jewelry, and you're good to go. Pattern number 4 then is the Styla Patterns Abingdon dress. It also comes as a top version. Actually, it comes as all sorts of versions. You've got a top, you've got a knee length dress, a midi, a maxi with ruffle, which is of course the version that I've gone for. And you can have short sleeve or long sleeve. We've got shirring in the sleeve, we've got shirring under the bust at the waist. It's so chuck it onable. This definitely has a lot of potential for me. I got the sizing a little bit wrong with this one. I've had to take it in quite a lot at the sides and I feel like it's too big on the shoulders, but it definitely has excellent potential. And this is so swishy. This is a Fabric Godmother viscose, which is so lightweight that you almost feel like you're not wearing anything, especially in the summer. In the heat wave, perfect. However, talking of heat waves and maxi dresses, I fall into the trap when I come to make a maxi dress or anything, to be honest. I really like a dramatic sleeve. I like a sleeve. I like to cover my arms up a little bit. However, when we are dealing with 30-degree British heat wave, I'm regretting all my choices of adding sleeves to my dresses because you just there like that all the time. But that's not the issue with the patterns. That's my issue. That's me forging ahead with beautiful sleeves, not thinking about the heat waves. But actually, when it comes to heat waves, we only have them for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks max in the summer. So this is still super wearable all the time. Like I said, it needs a little bit of tweaking with the sizing, and I'm just looking on my computer here. So it comes in a US size 0 to 32. So there's a lot of room to play with, and there's a lot of different style options that you can add to it. But yeah, I do really like it. It definitely has potential, but I need to do some tweaking to get the fit a little bit better, especially sort of here. I did take it in quite a lot here. I feel like I need to do a narrow shoulder adjustment on the next one, if I'm going to make a next one. Don't know. But yeah, I do love it, and I have worn it lots over the summer, so it is still a massive win. My final maxi dress, probably the last one that I'm going to make this year. We're at the beginning of August now, and I think I've reached peak maxi dress sewing for this year. But come next summer, next spring summer, I'm definitely going to be making another Lucy and another one of these. This is the So Dressmaking Emily dress. Also comes as a top version, and I love it. I feel so floaty and swishy. So this is the Emily dress and tops, a bit hard in terms of lighting to see there. It comes in sizes A to L, which is a full bust of 32¼ inches to a full bust of 53 7/8 of an inch. And in terms of hips, it goes from a 34 5/8 inch to a 56¼ inch. I feel like I need to put my teeth back in for all of that. But there is a lot of ease in this dress. So for reference, my measurements put me at a size F around my bust, and then I think it was a size I or J at my hips. So it's a good 4 to 5 sizes difference. However, looking at the finished garment measurements, I decided to just go for a straight F all the way down, and it's perfect. I'm really happy I did. So I've added ties at the side, but if I undo the ties, you can see we've still got a lot of ease in the hips. So there's a lot of room for movement. I like the extra cinched in style of that the side ties give. And because I've made the maxi, because it's kind of an empire line on me, the square neckline, the bishop sleeves, it's giving me I'm an extra in the latest adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. I feel like I should be curtsying to everyone I see in this dress. There are a few different variations that you can make of this dress. So we've got the square neckline, which I am loving at the moment. There's also a V neckline or a rounded neckline, and we've got these beautiful bishop sleeves, or we've got a lined puff sleeve, also gorgeous, or just a lovely sleek and simple straight sleeve as well. Loads of options to be playing around with here. Love, love, love it. Now, whilst I love this particular version in this fabric as a maxi, I can't help but think that this fabric is going to really come into its own as we head into autumn. It's a viscose twill, so it's a little bit heavier. The colours are screaming autumn, so I am quite tempted to cut it off at the knee and then pair it with the old tights and boots combination for autumn. And I'm just going to have to make another maxi version for next summer in another gorgeous fabric. What are you going to do? So there you have it. Those are my top 5 maxi dresses and skirts for the summer. However, I mean, you could wear a maxi at any time of the year. Really, you probably could, but maxis definitely come into their own in the warmer months. So let me know in the comments below what your favourite maxi dress or skirt is, if you've got one that I haven't mentioned, because I am always on the lookout for new maxi dresses and skirts. So let me know below, and if any of these that I've mentioned look of interest to you, make sure to check out the links below. I will link all of the patterns and you can go and take a look. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.